Hey guys, it's Francis from Freight Options Incorporated. It's been a while since my last YouTube video. A lot of things have happened over the past couple of years. I think if I check my timestamps correctly, the last video I made was about 4 years ago. And to be honest, I made those videos just for myself. I made those videos because I wanted to remember some things about requirements and how to explain it to clients. And usually the videos that I made were some of the things that were always being brought up. I just wanted to remember what was important at that time. What I didn't expect was over the course of 3 to 4 years, there would be some of you who would actually see that video. I mean, I put it in public. I didn't think that anyone would actually care to know about the things that I made. And from reading comments recently, I apologize for everyone who made comments like a few years ago or a few months ago. I haven't been really active in that page, obviously. But from reading the comments, I was surprised to see that some people found value in what I did. So in order to see where it goes, I decided that maybe now is a good time to go back to this channel. A lot of things have happened, as I said. We've had COVID, we've had volcanic eruptions, we've had changes of customs commissioners, and by this year, there will be a new administration. And so I said, why not? If one of my videos can help even just one of you out there, then I think it's worth it. I think it's worth documenting what I do here in the company, and hopefully with whatever else that happens today, we'll be able to make some value for you guys. So one of the things which I found very interesting since I last recorded a video was, it's been 4 years since my last video, and yet every single day when I work here in Freight Options, people still ask me the same thing. They still ask me what are the requirements for an import permit. They still ask me how do I import so-and-so commodity to the Philippines when I can only give them the general requirements and not the specifics, because each commodity has their own requirement. And I guess what really bothered me about this whole thing is, you can go to YouTube or you can go to Instagram or you can go to TikTok even, and they'll tell you tips and tricks as to how to invest in stocks. They'll tell you tips and tricks on how to create your own agribusiness and all these stuff and all these things, but we don't have information as to how to import goods in the Philippines. We have some general idea, but you know, one thing that I found really frustrating over the past couple of months is that if you look at TikTok or if you look at Instagram or YouTube, you'll be able to find their tips and tricks on how to make an agribusiness. You'll find tips and tricks on how to invest in stock. And yet, when it comes to information about how to import in the Philippines, there is very little to no information on these procedures. I mean, isn't this supposed to be public knowledge? Even the commissioner from 2 years ago endorsed that brokers shouldn't be allowed to process in Bureau of Customs because it encourages corruption. But when you think about it, how can you expect an average person to process documents if they don't even know the rules to process their own goods? Each good in the Philippines has their own rules and regulations. If you're importing a refrigerator, you have your own permits. If you're importing your own servers, it has a different set of permits. If you're importing rice or coconuts, they both have their own distinct set of requirements before they can be imported in the Philippines, or even exported for that matter. And yet, there seems to be no single digestible source of information for all of these laws and regulations. Everything seems to be, hey, it's up to you, go ahead, look for it, good luck. If you make a mistake, we'll just fine you. That seems to be the common theme with what customs is trying to do. But I think that this is one of the things that I, as a forwarder, have a responsibility to give you. I have the responsibility to give you the information on what is needed for your goods to move to and from the Philippines. And this is the responsibility of all forwarders that you meet. In fact, I'm sure all of you who already have forwarders or brokers have that relationship with that broker or forwarder, because they give you that information and they give it to you without any problems, without any difficulties, without having to go through hoops to look for information in the laws and in the regulations. The other thing that frustrates me about the Philippine government and customs is sometimes every couple of weeks they would change the rules and regulations. And for people who've been doing this for so long, I'm not included of course, but I mean for the families or for the companies that have been doing this for many generations, I think one of the most frustrating parts is assuming that you already know the rules and regulations, and then coming into the office the next day only to find out that customs has changed it and will be implementing the new rules and regulations in a couple of months. That is quite frustrating. First, you have to hope that they gave you the information that they're going to be changing some rules. And second, you're going to hope that your consignee is capable of following through with these regulations. Sorry, not consignee, but clients. You're going to be hoping that your clients can follow through with these rules and regulations, because some of them are financial requirements. Some of them are capital requirements that they can impose. And every now and then, I guess one of the things that I will be trying to do in this channel is to give you a more updated information as to what is the actual procedure for each of these commodities that are being imported. Now, I'm not promising that I'll be able to give you 100% the correct information. That's why I hope that anyone who's listening to this right now or is watching my video, I hope you guys can do your own research and have your own team of experts to help you with these processes. Because every so often, these rules can change. You could be watching this video in 2021, or you could be watching this video even further in 2024, and who knows what rules and regulations have changed by then. So regardless of what I say in these videos, please take note that these are all experiences that I have. These are the things that I did in order to get the cargo through. Now, if you have a different experience or if you have a different requirements that customs may ask of you, then please include it in the comments so that anyone who reads or who watches the video can be updated as to what additional requirements customs has in the year or in the month that you start to watch our videos. On that note, let me be clear. I'm not the person with the most expertise in this subject. There are maybe 10,000 people who are more qualified to do this than me. And yet, if you look at YouTube or if you look at any other social media platform, no one seems to want to share this information. So I'll do my best. I'll try to tell you what I know and how you can get around certain problems with regard to movement of cargo. And hopefully, if you are one of these experts who are better than me, then please make your own video, or better yet, even you can just make a comment down below and maybe I can make a video showing your perspective on this matter. Again, I'd like to point out that everything that I do from here on out will be my experiences and my point of view as to how cargo should be moved. But that is not to say that your current forwarder or your expert that you're working with at the moment is wrong or it has a different style. It's only through these many different ways of dealing with cargo can we really find a uniform system which would benefit every single one of us Filipinos or foreigners who want to do business in the Philippines. And I encourage collaboration. I encourage anyone who wants to reach out and make a video with me or a podcast with me to share more information about this. Please give me an email, give me a call. Let's work it out. Let's make information about how to import and how to export, how to move cargo in the Philippines more digestible for the average person. Someone who maybe because of the pandemic has decided, hey, now's the time I want to start my business. How do I bring these things inside the Philippines? I think that's exactly why I wanted to start these videos again. It's because I wanted to help those people who want to start anew, who want to start a business, to give them a more digestible information that they could use in their everyday life or they could use in their business transactions. For all of those who want to help and support, you're welcome to join us and welcome to join this community of forwarders or brokers or truckers or any heavy equipment people out there who want to help out. Any information that you could help, that you could give to make things more simple for the average Filipino, the Filipino who doesn't spend so many years in this industry. Any information you could give would be a lot of help and would benefit, I think, all of us in the long run. I mean, how good would it be if one day everything became so simple or all of the information would be so accessible that customs or different service providers for processing your documents had a uniform procedure of doing it because everyone knew how to do it. Wouldn't that be great? So So if you like this channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That would be great. That would reach out to more people. But if not, and you don't think that this is a video for you, then I understand. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. So just go ahead and click any button you like on my channel. But in the meantime, I'll try to do as many videos as I can, and this is just the first one. So for all of you guys, thank you and good day. Back to work.